Alright, too, we're back, of course, talking some FF7 Rebirth, and we have kind of a follow-up to yesterday's video, because we talked about anniversaries and Rebirth not being a part of that, like, spotlight live stream thing they did yesterday or whatever. And turns out today they announced within the last, like, hour or so, they're doing an anniversary live stream specifically for Rebirth tomorrow. Which I guess does answer the question of what day do we celebrate the anniversary for Rebirth, considering it released on Leap Day, and I guess it'll be February 28th. Then again, as of the time that they're going to be doing this live stream tomorrow, it'll actually be March 1st in Japan. So actually, what day do we celebrate? So they dropped this tweet that says, join us for our Final Fantasy VII Rebirth first anniversary live stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. PST. Celebrate the first anniversary of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth inside the Gold Saucer, with us featuring minigames, giveaways, and a dazzling celebration. Don't miss out. And they link to their Twitch. I'm not sure if they're going to be live streaming also on YouTube, because they only link to their Twitch. I know they do a lot of like simultaneous live stream shit. So possibly, but at the absolute least, you got to watch it on Twitch. The image attached to the tweet, we do get the Fat Chocobo, of course, which is cool, I guess. I think you probably should have used maybe a newer summon from Rebirth instead of one that existed from Remake. That's just my thoughts on that. Also, it does say bonus level Gold Saucer Edition live stream. So I don't know if like bonus level is like maybe a thing they do on Twitch or something when they stream particular games or whatever. They just call it like bonus level. That's like the segment or whatever. But they're going to be live streaming within Gold Saucer, which is kind of interesting, doing some of the mini games and shit. I just remembered that the Fat Chocobo is not actually a summon in Rebirth. It wasn't one of the carryover summons from Remake. I kind of forget which ones those are sometimes because I didn't use them in Rebirth. I just use the new summons because they're better. So I don't know, maybe if like the Fat Chocobo is meant to be like a sort of a mascot of sorts for Gold Saucer, potentially. Maybe there's like Fat Chocobos in Gold Saucer, I just don't recall. I don't know. I'm looking too much into it. I want to see some Square Enix people struggle with some of the mini games in Gold Saucer, specifically 3D Brawler. I want to see them do that shit without the pause trick, because that is by far the hardest mini game, at least for me, within the Gold Saucer. But for the most part, I'd say the mini games within the Gold Saucer are pretty damn easy. I think I did just about all of them on my first try. Like definitely for sure, like the bike one. The spaceship one might have taken me like a few tries just to kind of learn the mechanics and how to like, you know, control the ship and shit. But I think by the time I got to like the hard difficulty on that, I think I did it like first try, maybe second try. I do think it's a pretty cool live stream concept though, doing like, you know, the mini games within the Gold Saucer and then giving away prizes essentially to the people watching. That's pretty cool. I do wish we had a little more info on the live stream itself in terms of like, what are the giveaways? I mean, free shit is free shit. I'm down to, I'll take anything for free more or less. But it'd be kind of cool to know what the prizes are going to be. I would assume they'll be giving away merchandise, of course, and maybe like codes for games, like potentially like, you know, codes for, you know, Rebirth on PC or maybe PS5 or something like that. And I've seen somebody mention maybe like some giveaway code things or whatever for like Ever Crisis, which I guess does make some sense as well. But I wish we had a little bit more info on what it is. I guess maybe the mystery is why we will tune in. Also, I am glad to see them kind of making a big deal out of the 1 year anniversary for Rebirth, because I don't know if they did that with Remake. They might have. It's been, you know, several years at this point. But they could have simply just dropped a tweet like, hey, it's been 1 year. That's exciting. That's really cool. Thanks for playing the game. Or I had like a, you know, short little video of Katase and Hamaguchi like they do all the damn time, just talking about, you know, the 1 year anniversary or something. They might still do that. But it's pretty cool to actually, you know, set up this like live stream celebration. I do want to add to really quickly that I don't think there's going to be anything necessarily important from this live stream in terms of like news or info, and only mention that because it's out there a little bit. Like if you go the replies on Twitter, like somebody mentions like part 3 teaser, and also seen somebody screenshot the Chocobo image, I think on like Instagram or some shit, and post on Reddit asking what the event was or whatever. And it's just like, it's just them celebrating the anniversary. I don't think it's impossible for them to like maybe throw something out there a little bit tomorrow potentially, just because it is the 1 year anniversary. I mean, they've talked a lot about part 3 post Rebirth, right? But I don't think like with this particular live stream that would be the case. It could be like a random interview pop up tomorrow or something with like Hamaguchi talking to some random website, VG247 or some shit, talking about the 1 year anniversary. And maybe within that interview to discuss things involving part 3. But as for like a part 3 teaser or something tomorrow, not happening. The majority of people out there do have their hype in check, but there are still, you know, some people out there that are expecting part 3 stuff all the time. And it's like, we're looking towards summer, right? That's where a lot of us are expecting at least the first possible teaser for the third game. And if anything were to happen before then, that's just a nice surprise. But let's look towards summer, though. But yeah, that'll be 1 p.m. PST tomorrow, which is like 3 p.m. my time, Central Time Zone. It is a little annoying because it is kind of in the middle of the day. So especially if you're like a West Coast person, you may or may not be able to watch this tomorrow, depending on if you're busy or not. Yeah, that's kind of the video, right? There's not really much else info, so there's not a whole lot to talk about. I just really want to make this video, let you guys know this is happening tomorrow. But they are, in fact, addressing the 1 year anniversary. That's pretty cool. But also putting you guys on to, you know, the live stream itself in case you got shit to do tomorrow, but also the potential for free shit. That's the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Social networks in the description below. Follow me on Twitter, @DaveYT. That's it. Bye.
Used to care what people thought. but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Logain, or leave it like Cobain.